Hey, Brian, where are we exactly? Don't you remember
Hey. Okay, your first thought. What the fuck is this? I'll get into that at the end of the video, because this is way too much for you to handle at the start. But this comes from a channel that, when I first saw, was very strange. Today I want to take time to maybe look more into this guy. And we should start off simple. Where do we start? How did I find out who this guy was? I was taking a normal stroll through Instagram to look at some of the great memes that are on there, of course, until I came across this clip right here.
Marge, please don't tell me we're in Minecraft again. I hate Minecraft.
Indeed he has, gentlemen. And that really got me thinking, what kind of shit does this guy actually make? So using the knowledge that I had from that little clip right there, I decided that I'd go find him on YouTube. So I had to quite literally look up Homer Simpson in Cuphead. And that's actually what the video is called. It just has 5 more words and some parentheses though. Now I'd like to say that I mean no harm to 3LAME. It actually seems like he's doing pretty good for himself, and he seems to be doing things that are more like that he likes. Hell, he even started making videos in his own language, so that kind of goes to show that he's being more of himself.
Perché è triste? Come io c'è venerdì 17. 17 novembre, venerdì 1 2017, siamo proprio a completare. E qual è il gesto scaramantico che lei fa per scongiurare? Una bella grattata di palle. Una bella grattata di palle.
See, that was still weird, but I kind of feel like it was meant to be more ironic. And it feels a lot more normal than what we're about to see, so... And besides, I kinda have to keep it satirical because no one's gonna take a 2-year-old poking fun of a grown-ass YouTuber very seriously. So without further ado, let's check this guy out. So when deciding to look for this guy's channel, I decided that I'd go from his older uploads to his newer ones. And we're gonna start off with this. It's a little weird, but, you know, it's not the weirdest thing ever. When 3LAME started his channel, he kinda had this thing for character versus character kind of videos. This one popped out because it's like a presidential figure versus a blue talking cartoon animal.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, and that's only round 1, you poor soul. Wait till you see the end. Trump does his funny dance and everything.
Donald Trump wins. I'm Joe Biden.
So fucking stupid. As for why he used to make these kind of videos all the time, I can't tell you that, because I don't really know. I could guess that maybe it's because he had one video that was like that blew up, or because it's just easy to reuse assets. However, when 3LAMES didn't have videos to make about people fighting each other, he had something else. Introducing his Angry Birds videos, which, while to an extent are not as bad as the fighting ones, they're kind of weird, and he's probably using them to reuse assets, as seen in the last one. The characters kind of vary. Sometimes he'll use Mario, Minecraft, Dragon Ball Z, you name it, but there are some weird choices sometimes. Now the ones that really get me are the ones that he does like weird franchises on, like Evangelion or Breaking Bad. We're actually going to take a look at one of those, so let's look at it. I don't know what the hell they did to Mario, but someone's responsible for it, and someone's gonna answer for it before I have to kick someone's ass, because I think that I may be even more scarred than I ever in my entire life. Holy shit. Then proceed to see all of our favorite Evangelion characters get their asses beat by a bunch of birds. You can answer to that later. Also, for some reason, you may notice that the characters, rather than being, like, animated, they're just images, but he moves them around. Like, at least in the other stuff, he just, like, traces them. This time, we didn't even try to animate it. It's just fucking JPEGs. Fucking JPEG! You may have also heard me mention a Breaking Bad one. It's this one right here. And, yeah, it's about as bad as the last one.
Now, say my name.
Now here's where it gets crazy. In our world, we have a lot of franchises that we know very well, like Super Mario, Game of Thrones, Naruto, and a few more like Sonic, John Wick, Minecraft. But then you have those games that kind of like become popular for like a week, and the next week they're just kind of fucking gone. During the 2010s, there was multiple games that were popular for about a week, but then proceeded to disappear the next week. However, these were really good at making views on YouTube for some reason, and that's when 3LAMES decided that he would make videos on these certain topics. From this point on, everything that we talk about on his channel will be related to some popular topic from 2018 or whatever, so spoiler alert, cringe! One of the first games to become popular in the 2010s was Super Mario Maker. It was probably one of the only Wii U games that did good, and yeah, 3LAMES has made a video about it. So to start, he has this, and yeah, I dare you to look at this for 10 seconds without taking your eyes out of your fucking face. He actually seems to do these videos quite a bit, and And then he also has this video where like, I guess he's had enough, so he goes on a spree where he talks about how much he hates his haters in a Mario Maker video that has the FNAF characters drawn like horses. Now, Mario Maker may be popular, but that's not popular enough, no. We need to get really popular. We need to get the 2018 shit. Now, some of you may remember the clip I brought up at the beginning of the video that I found on Instagram. Yeah, this one right here. This one's a special case because it really shows what I think that this guy was kind of trying to do with his videos. I mean, just take a look at how many franchises are here. Simpsons, Spongebob, Cuphead, DDLC, Plants vs. Zombies, the motherfucking Gatu Batu meme from like 2 years ago. And there are so many more weird oddities, like, why is the Dice guy doing like the Gmod dance? Why the fuck is Oni plays in all of his videos? And I'm pretty sure that 3LAMES didn't ask for Oni's permission. He just has to be like a really big fan or something. Also, why is everything so traced? Sayori's about as traced as my first great picture of a fucking balloon. A fucking balloon!
Mark, stop! He is Mickey Mouse! Mickey Mouse! Mickey fucking Mouse!
So do you guys remember Five Nights at Freddy's? Well, 3LAMES also knows what it is, because he has this weird show about Freddy Fazbear called the Freddy Fazbear Show. Literally, all it is that he'll just take Freddy Fazbear and he'll put him with some other character like Mario or Goku or Steve Jobs, I don't fucking know. But I've decided that I will show you an episode that features one of your favorite characters from a past video that we've looked at.
Well, time to start this horrible job. I never thought I would work in a place worse than a car wash.
Lots of things are worse than car washes. Ever been to a Britney Spears concert?
I bet you feel so funny, Freddy. I fucking hate you. And it sucks because they kind of like build up this thing that like Walter White's gonna fucking murder all the fucking animatronics, but he never does. They just sit there and talk for the entire time. What the fuck? And yes, I know that this Walter White image looks terrible. It looks like that they took Patrick and they mushed him inside of a cheeseburger. But even this is not enough. We need to go further back. Back enough to the point where you may not even remember how far we went back. A time so long ago that everything from it has practically been erased. Gentlemen, I give you 2010 or 2011.
Hey, it's me, go!
The weird part is just the amount of franchises here. I know that one video of Homer Simpson and all that was crazy, but holy shit, this one has so much more. You've got like Minecraft, Dragon Ball Z, Angry Birds, Gangnam Style, Super Mario, Evangelion, I think, FNAF, Sonic, Undertale, motherfucking Jesus. Am I the only one around here? Okay, so I know that I've kind of freaked all of you out with these videos, so I decided that we can take some time to have a bit of a cooldown. I'll show you some smaller videos from him for the next minute, and then I'll bring you into the big territory again. Here's a video of Super Mario in Cuphead.
What am I supposed to do with this hand? Shooting?
Here's a video of SpongeBob and Patrick and Agario, and they just bounce around to like some royalty-free beat or some shit. And if you thought that Sonic vs. Donald Trump was bad, here's a dance-off between Sonic and a zombie from Plants vs. Zombies. Oh yo, Sonic got the moves, he doing the stanky leg. Yo, what? But But the zombie busted a move, though!
This is a certified hood.
Well, anyways, now that we're done with that, that brings us back to this. This one is, to the point, almost wrong, and it's what made me decide to make a video about this guy. Admittedly, while there's some kind of creepy shit in there, and I mean that in a bad way, not like a, wow, that's actually scary kind of thing, this one also made me wheeze so hard that I just couldn't stop laughing. I kept sitting there, and it was hilarious. It was terrible. It was exactly like, holy shit, I've got to make a video on this guy. But it's got some really weird shit. Thank God he doesn't make these kind of videos anymore, because this is just the worst. This is the bottom of the barrel. This is like, I've ran out of thingamajigs, oh fuck, but this is the worst. Which is why I needed to save it for last. You weren't ready for it, but I believe that you may be now. Please, let's take a look at what this holds.
Thing, Peter?
No! What's this place? A public library? Perhaps a bookstore? Am I right?
Come on, Peter. Don't be stupid. We are in Doki Doki Literature Club.
Doki? Doki? Really?
Doki Doki indeed.
What a stupid name! It sounds like a dog's name. Doki Doki, come over here.
Come on, Peter. This is not the right time to have fun. You should be scared to death.
I see. This girl is deaf, I suppose. She hanged herself.
Don't touch her.
Okay. And then what do we have here? Another corpse?
Sure. She was Yuri, and she died from her wounds after stabbing herself.
Wow, quite depressing. And what can you tell me about this yellow sponge?
Oh, he is Spongebob. He is a loser.
Okay. To start, what the fuck was that? First, the animation looks terrible, and I know I've mentioned that in the past, but it's emphasized here because there's so much going on. Why is there so much going on? What the fuck's SpongeBob doing here? Why is Oni Plays here again? And why the fuck are they making fun of, like, death? I mean, they make fun of, like, Sayori dying. Same with Yuri. But why is Yuri Elsa? Oh, okay. It's so weird. It's so bad. Why is Peter Griffin in there? Why is Brian in? None of this makes sense. There's no rhyme or reason to anything. I don't understand it. Subscribe? No. Why do you have a Patreon? Who would support your Patreon? I don't understand it. It makes me want to barf. It makes me want to barf. It makes me want to puke. And you want to know what's worse? That's not the only video. There's a second one. What the hell? I said it was funny. And to an extent, there are some funny parts in there. But my god. Oh, it's just terrible at some point. And yes, that was unscripted. Because I thought I was pretty good. And I'm not going to get into as much detail as I did before, but the second one's just as bad. Doing the same things that the first one did, such as making fun of really bad things like suicide and all that. And it just looks really bad in general. Like, why the fuck is Mario and, like, Vegeta hung up? And why does Vegeta look terrible and Mario just looks straight up traced? I don't know what the fuck happened to Yuri, Monica, Sayori, but they're all something. Only places' heads have just fucking descended from their own bodies. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. And this right here is just gruesome. Oh god, I hate it. It's not gruesome, but it's disgusting, and I hate it a lot. To all the haters, stay tuned. You're gonna have much more to be pissed about. Well, don't you think that they may be a little justified in this case? Okay, I'm done ranting, alright? Just need to get that out. We're done. Yeah, I say this one more time. Do not go and attack this guy. Like I said, it seems like he's making a lot better content, and if it still is kinda meh, it is definitely better than what he's making before. I respect what he does, and, you know, he's still able to crack 1 million views even, so he's gotta have something good. But yep, I really just found this guy on Instagram, and I made a video about it, so you know. It really goes to show that Morgs may not have the worst content on YouTube. I would probably bring up the aforementioned criticisms that I brought before, but he's really fixed almost all of them. And, you know, I can't understand it, but I'm sure that everyone over in his country likes it. So 3Lames, keep doing what you do. People seem to like it. Also, I just realized that his name might have been Blames this whole time and not 3Lames, because some people will say 3 like B, or sometimes even E.